Hey there, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Yep. So I tried to play a vid game the other week, but I fail at things. So we're gonna play Papa's Posteria, Gonorrhea. Now let's make my character. Whitewash him. Let's make him anime. Where's all the anime colors? Okay, let's make him Crom. I'm gonna make him Crom.
Then try for a half-half or 50-50 split. In the event of a divorce being amicable, both partners could look into splitting their finances to have equal standing.
Let me know when you see Crom, kids.
On a 50-50 basis, it's quite easy to do.
I love Crom.
Could open a new account,
Crom is my bae.
I
love Crom so much.
Deposit it into his or her new account. The other person will convert the joint account into a single account. Quite simple.
Oh, I could make Sailor Moon.
A joint account into two single accounts, splitting your funds. Easiest way to sort out your finances. But this isn't possible for all couples if you have
winning glove.
Hey.
Don't let the situation settle down on its own. If you're under an impression that financial matters would be sorted out during your divorce process, you're wrong, and you can get into deep trouble. Never leave the situation. What would happen to you if your ex-spouse should withdraw all the money and liquidate it without your knowledge? You'd probably get your money back through the divorce settlement process, but practically
skip intro. I don't need no tutorial.
And in the meantime,
I'm gonna make a pasta because that's Italian.
Sometimes you may end up with no funds, so never leave the situation without a settlement.
Gonna take his order real good. Like, I want the macaroni with the... Oh man, hey, Alan, bud, you're killing me here.
Inform your bank in writing that you'd like to be removed from the credit card account due to an impending divorce. Write to them clearly that you'd not take responsibility for any additional debt accumulated or any new debts. You're still responsible
That's
for
a
any
good
current
pasta.
payments, but make sure to
That's
tell
a
your
good
ex-partner
pasta.
that whatever he spends from now on is not your concern. It's best to consult with an attorney, your accountant, and your banker as soon as you know about your divorce, so that both of you can agree on reasonable financial settlements soon. Divorce and death. Facts for women. Divorce is not a simple matter of walking out of a marriage one fine morning. It involves issues of alimony and child support, and above all, financial implications between life partners.
I'm gonna go ahead and put that good pasta on it.
Etc. We hope to throw some light on this issue for those women who wish to know how debt can affect their divorce. To begin with, it's important for divorcing couples to close out all jointly held lines of credit. You simply cancel any jointly held credit cards. Request the party who's agreeing to clear debts to either pay off the balance amount or transfer the balance to a new individual card. Before you sign a settlement, make sure to put mortgages and loans in the name of the party agreeing to clear the debt. It's very important that you get rid of joint credit cards if you're divorcing. The law says
sexy
if the creditor is unable to
breadstick.
collect from your ex-spouse, it could collect the debt from you. Legally, you could be held responsible for together, not only while you stay married,
It's a
but
one-up
also if your ex
spicy
doesn't pay after a
pasta
divorce,
pia.
and if the credit card still retains
Oui,
both
oui.
It doesn't matter
That's
whether
Italian.
partners agree
Ooh,
to
I got a yellow
responsibility to pay
ticket.
off those bills.
He's all like, good job. You is the best at pasta. And I think. She's all like, oh boy, here's best pasta. I want some of these. I'm like, Rita, why do you shop at all my restaurants?
What if you face problems later? Well, if problems should arise later, you'd need to get
Hunga bunga, hunga dada, humba rubida, hunga duda.
Reporting Bureau, Experian, formerly known as TRW, TransUnion, and Equifax. You have to get it verified that the debts you owe creditors are in fact from joint credit cards that you and your ex held together. Make sure to find out if your ex-spouse obtained a new line of credit under your name without your knowledge or consent. In the event of a likely divorce, however, there are certain steps you could follow to prevent credit obligations from making divorce more difficult. Here are some tips offered by some experts in the field. Number 1, have a clear-cut communication with your ex-spouse. Make as clean a financial cut as possible. Number 2, make a list of all joint and individual debt. Divide the debt, prioritize, and decide which debt needs to be paid first. Number 3, request each creditor and the bank that extended you credit to transfer the debt to the name of the person who will be responsible. Number 3, request the creditor to remove your name as an authorized user. You may close the joint account to additional charges.
So, how you kids doing?
Number 5, upon your divorce settlement, obtain individual consolidation loans to clear your
You know what?
share
I'm not
of
gonna play this
liability.
anymore.
After
This is
settlement,
stupid.
Close all your joint accounts.
I'm
It
gonna
would be in
make
your
an
best
art.
interest to get advice from a good divorce attorney, an accountant, and/or a financial advisor. These professionals
Yep, this is
will
turning
help you
into a
great
hot
deal
art with hot
to
dad.
get your assets divided in a fair way.
Oh.
About final divorce settlements. Divorce is never
Okay.
an enjoyable experience for a couple. Change in marital status affects your
File.
financial status. Therefore,
I'm gonna make
the
a
financial
fursona.
aspect should be dealt
That's
with
what we're doing
separately
tonight,
from the
kids.
emotional aspect to protect you before, during, and after divorce.
Yeah,
What are some of the
5,
usual matters you
5,
should be concerned with in your divorce?
300.
You need to start
High
off
res
looking for good
fursona.
legal counsel to help you get a fair
Yeah, that's
deal.
the last thing I
Before
had
approaching
pasted
legal
here.
help, keep your details of finances at hand.
Oh,
These will
strong
include
muscle
both
arms.
Your wills,
We'll need
Social
those.
Security benefits, loans and other debts, life insurance, medical insurance.
Alright,
any
I'm
other
gonna
insurance,
go ahead and make
pension plans,
myself
business
get
employment
this
details,
color.
real estate records,
I'll
personal
get
property,
this.
and so on.
Then I'll go ahead and be all like,
Alimony refers to a husband's obligation to continue to
wait,
support
never
his
mind.
wife.
That's
The court
it.
decides on the alimony based on the ability of the divorced spouse
Okay,
to support him or herself. Those divorced spouses of working age are expected to find employment and not depend only on alimony. Alimony nowadays
You know, like
is being
Nya.
often replaced by distribution of marital assets. Distribution of assets is referred by the term equitable distribution, but not necessarily in equal terms. Many divorce settlements are made to find some balance between maintenance and asset division. In some cases, one's alimony may be greatly reduced or even eliminated. Property is given in exchange for income. Insurance coverage. In the event of a divorce,
Oh,
you should
whoops.
notify your insurer of a change in your marital status. The status of your insurance policies change, and where necessary, transfers of title and ownership of property,
Gonna
vehicles, and real
be
estate may be changed.
changes.
Life insurance. After divorce, you may wish to change the beneficiary designation on your existing insurance policies. Health and medical
Okay,
insurance.
just go and get rid of that.
Considering medical costs and hospital costs, divorcing couples should make arrangements to be adequately and continuously covered by health and medical insurance. The separation agreement normally includes an obligation to provide health insurance coverage. Credit facility and credit rights. You may need to establish credit on the basis of your changed financial position, but your rating cannot legally be affected by your marital status. If you're receiving alimony, you don't need to include alimony as part of your income on your credit application. Your alimony could be legally discounted as income if the creditor takes your ex-spouse as a poor credit risk. You should notify the credit bureau of both ex-spouses and your new address, and specify that those accounts should henceforth be reported separately. Changes in estate planning. It's advisable for the divorcing spouses to seek an attorney's help. The attorney will review and redesign the basic estate planning documents to account for the new marital status. While your divorce is in process, most states will not allow couples to completely disinherit the spouse. In that case, when divorce is final, your attorney will need to redraft the will, as well as other
So what have
estate
you
planning
learned so far?
documents to change beneficiaries and
Shut up, you're
trustees
not
at
part of
least.
this video.
You may also include the guardianship arrangements for
Oh.
children. It's absolutely
I
essential
guess you're
that
not getting a
expert legal and
divorce.
tax counsel is sought in all estate planning
Oh yeah,
documents
also,
that
I've been
both
held
parties
hostage. I'm not allowed
when
to
both
get a
parties
divorce
act
yet.
mature and try to be fair with each other, the final divorce agreement will be fair to both. Does your partner want to leave you? Does your spouse want to leave you? It's understandable that you're feeling upset, miserable, angry, and disappointed when your partner comes and tells you he or she
There
is
we go.
contemplating a divorce. Suddenly, you get the urge to satisfy him or her in whatever way you can. What can you do to stop the divorce? You think of so many things that you can say or do to try and save your marriage. You're simply desperate to hold on to him or her. But desperation only makes it more difficult to think clearly about the situation. In fact, in your anxiety, you may be doing almost everything you can to drive your partner away from you. While it's natural for anyone in your mental state to react with all these negative feelings, it would be wise to realize acting on these feelings only widens the distance between the two of you. you'll alienate your spouse even further. It's best that you do not do the following in order to make matters worse. Do not react in anger. One of the first emotions anyone feels when they're hurt is anger. But it would be in your best interest to
Which
keep your
eyes
anger
should I
in check. By
use?
keeping it under control, you can achieve a few things. Understand why he or she wants to leave you. If there's any hope of reconciliation, it's the best deal you can work out from a divorce. If you provoke him,
I don't know, so I'm just going to
he or
use
she might
all of
make the
them.
divorce process harder on you. So learn to control your anger. Do not advise. When he or she tells you he or she wants to leave you, that shows he or she's already planned it well in advance. Trying to patch up the differences may not be possible at this juncture. Your advice will definitely go unheeded. In fact, he or she won't listen to you or anyone once he or she's made up his mind. Do not try to get back at him. Counterattacking at this time is probably one of the worst things you could do to jeopardize the marriage.
There we go, and there's my
Spouse is already
fursona.
distancing himself or herself away from you. He or she might have his or her own hurt feelings to deal with. You don't want to add more.
And his name is...
Trash.
Fuck up, I didn't ask you.
Try hard to
Bitch.
get close to him or
Do
her.
something.
Many women
I'm gonna do something. I'll name my fursona Grunko.
might let her change his or her mind. You can't win back your partner this way. The closer you
It's
are
hot.
to your partner, the further away your partner
Me.
will stay from you. Give your partner time
Babe.
and space to think things out. Otherwise, in this process, you might lose your dignity and self-esteem. Do not ignore your partner's feelings. When your partner says he or she wants to leave, you try not to laugh at all or ignore his message.
There we
If you
go.
want to save your marriage, you can try by not doing the above things. Don't try to force a relationship. It may not work as a committed one. It's therefore wise to minimize your agony and let him or her go. Let the separation be peaceful for both of you.
There we go, and now I have a fursona.
After infidelity, do you want to make up? Now that you've found out your partner's having an affair, what do? Do you want to stay in the relationship or move out of it? Recovery of a relationship
Oh,
after
are you guys
Always
having an
having an
affair on me?
Children, financial
I hope you're not having an affair on me.
For some of the reasons, you may want to stay on in a
Why do you always
relationship.
have an affair?
If you want to
Yeah,
rebuild
shut
a
up.
relationship after
I don't love you.
there are some skills you
You
need to
don't
know.
answer my
As
question.
long as powerful emotions exist,
Let's see.
rebuilding is absolutely
Deviant
impossible.
art.
Even if you have ideas of
I
getting
need to
back
know
into a
these things.
relationship, when you meet the
Shut
person eye to eye,
Ow.
tension comes to the fore
Yeah.
and stops you from approaching the other person.
Again.
You always have mistrust
That's me.
lingering in the back of your mind. You can
Except
never
it's
forget
not.
the hurt feelings experienced through an extramarital affair. You realize the distance between the two of you
Again.
is widened. While these are the after effects,
Or did one of you
can
guys
either
change the
make
password on me?
or
Oh
ruin your
no.
relationship
Surprisingly
or
no.
break up your relationship. If you'd like to patch up and get back into the relationship, you need to look into the barriers. What are the barriers that block a remedial process to recover your relationship? Some of the common problems or blocks include a lack of reassurance. You wish to know your stand in a relationship after infidelity. In spite of knowing that you've been cheated, you need a lot of reassurance, but you're not given any. You find that the more you try, the more the other person is moving away from you. Fear
Yeah.
and confusion.
There we go.
You're scared. You're confused about what to say and what not to say. Suddenly,
Congratulations,
the other
hot
person
dad.
is
You're
strange.
cool now.
Your
Does this
whole
contain
relationship
mature
seems
content?
to have come to a halt, and you end
No.
up suffering alone,
Okay.
feeling powerless. You do not feel yourself anymore. You're so broken
Furry.
inside, you do not even think you exist.
Yeah.
The shock is too much.
Fursona.
Handle the crisis. While these are the common problems one faces, you could get out of this dilemma by following a simple tip given here. Write down in detail the impact of your partner's
What's the
affair
oldest
on your life.
blender?
Instead of
I guess
throwing it away in
anime?
the corner, try to
I
talk
don't
to
know.
him or her about your personal
Search categories furry? Is
Expressing
furry a
your
category?
feelings may help your partner understand what you're going through.
That's
There
all
we
I
go.
guess.
It's digital art.
In your relationship. If
Animals.
your partner's open to talk, which is the most common
Okay.
barrier in the making over process, then you could start addressing
Submit
your
now.
personal feelings or misgivings.
There we go.
If both partners are looking for
And there you
maintenance
go, kids.
or recovery
Love
in the
you.
relationship, talking about